Yeah, I haven't actually played with it, so I don't know.
Okay, I see them all now. Just gotta actually get a screen fix, that's all. Let me get you the log. Spoiler log here.
Okie dokie.
We got problems IRL and Spitty Biscuit on the red team. Zero Rush. Ninja Bro back again from the first win.
Good race.
I'm not playing, no, I'm hosting. Not me. We'll be starting in just a minute. They're already ready to go. Waiting on problems to fix this tracker, looks like. Oh, they having call troubles. That's no good.
Oh, it's never good.
Now they're ready. Do you see it, by the way?
Yeah, I'm seeing everything. It's looking good.
So this is the first open round?
No, it's not yet. This is the first round for Spitty Biscuit and Problems. It's round 2 for these guys. It's new logic, though. The new version came out today.
Oh, what's different?
A lot. They randomized things more thoroughly, for one thing. So we're going to see how that works out, I guess.
They took out the fake flipper soft lock, so you will die again.
Awesome.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Oh man, look at all those new sprites.
Yeah, tons of new sprites.
All the new
Damn.
sprites.
Invisible Link, in case you really hate yourself.
Yeah.
Fire Rod.
Not a bad start. That could come in
Not at all.
handy if they get any mana at all for this. Kick the crap out of the guard.
Oh no, they
there's
got
two
rid of the
small.
boots hint.
There's 2 small magics right there by the first chest they're gonna get in the castle.
Yep.
They got rid of the boots hint and they got rid of the fake flippers getting you killed in a bad way. It just gets you killed now, which is much better.
Mm-hmm.
Zero Rush getting the full magic from a green guard, doesn't even need the pots.
I know Problems and Spood have been practicing for this. Ninja Bro and Zero Rush back again. I know they've been practicing some too. I don't know how much, but they've already won a round, so.
Yeah, they should have a good handle on things.
So the new logic, supposed to move things around in some different manner, differently. I'm not sure how much. It seemed like it was more drastic.
It
Yes,
seems
sir.
like more variants for everything.
We'll see how it goes here. I like the sound of that. That sounds like, I always felt like the thing was weighted weird, like it was hard for me to keep up with people who really understood where stuff was going to get put.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Sometimes it would feel like oftentimes you would get situations where there would be a ton of useful items in one clump. I don't know if this is gonna help with that at all.
There's that fire rod killing that guard. That's exactly what that's for. Wipe him out
Easy
instantly.
strats.
Definitely saves time over every other method you usually have.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guard stuck on the table?
He's having lunch. Leave it alone.
So we're on the new logic. We're gonna see what kind of randomization they've thrown in this at this point. I honestly like the sound of it. Also, big deal for me. I don't know about you guys. Muting the background music and not the game sound sounds marvelous.
Yeah.
I can finally put these on YouTube and not have them all get flagged immediately as I put my own music over top of this game.
Yeah, you can also hear different stuff instead of just, here's the angry violinist again.
Yeah, the 2 dungeon
This
songs.
is the one song you'll be hearing for 90% of the game.
You will have to be a little
That is
careful
good.
though, because that music does help if you go in a dungeon that's dark. You know it's a crystal
Yeah.
dungeon, so you got to be careful. Hurting yourself a little bit by doing that, but I'm definitely doing that. That's such a good option. A thing was making the rounds yesterday about online co-op, where a Lua script would connect the 2 SNES 9Xs together, and you could, when one player gets an item, the other player would get the item. I'm definitely interested
Yeah, I
in
read
that
about
too.
that.
It looks a little complicated to set up though, but I am so interested in the online co-op where one of us gets a boomerang and the other guy gets a boomerang. I would rule. I want to play that
It
so
would
bad.
be so
but
awesome.
yeah, I hope they
They-
integrate that into this in a really easy to use way.
They were saying they wanted to get to work with the randomizer, but right now it only works with vanilla ROM.
Man,
Maybe in the
I'm
future
sure
we'll
that
get proper.
the guy said it was on GitHub, so I might take a look at that and see if I can figure it out myself. The creator of that. Right now, it's in a very just created state.
Oh yeah.
I was watching it, and the guy was like, he didn't have time to put it on GitHub. He was too excited to play it. It's in that state. He didn't have time to share it yet. Everybody's in about the same place here. No one's having any trouble.
Nope,
Yeah,
just
it's an
standard
escape.
escape so far.
It's an escape.
Everybody's got 8 bombs. Everybody's got a ridiculous number of bombs. Pretty good escape, honestly.
Yeah, the fire rod's a good thing to find early. Oh,
There's
and the
the bow.
bow.
Fire rod and bow. If you get quarter magic or half magic, it's even better. Fire rod is really good at the start. Just delete enemies, you're dead.
We do have another match today at 8, so in 2.5, 3 hours, that match will start as well. That's all I got today. There are matches running on other streams as well, being restreamed by other people. I have found volunteers, cross-product. Guy who made the tracker that 2 of these players are using is interested in restreaming some, and Sakura Sabasa is one of the commentators from the tournament that was running. She wants to do some of that.
Oh, nice.
She's got a very busy schedule with work and getting on here to commentate for these. And trying to bring her in, but it wasn't working out. But I told her if she wanted to rehost one on her own, she's welcome to, because we got quite a few games. They removed randomization from the bonking the trees, and I'm not sure why. I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
don't get the bees.
I guess it's weird. Like you still have the random trees from like pulling them, right?
Yeah, the pulls are still random. It's just if you bonk into something that would give you fruit or fairy or bees or something,
Yeah.
that's all just reset to default.
Problems is using the tracker I gave him. There's Hookshot in the Woods. Problems takes a look and thinks that, hey, I'll pick that up, I guess.
All right.
That's kind of useful, I guess. Sweetie Biscuit getting the Houlihan room set up.
Why did he do that for?
Get money, I guess.
Get all the money.
Wants to go straight for flippers or straight for Zora whenever they have the option.
That's interesting.
Or just have enough. Have enough for Kakariko.
So, for those unfamiliar with this room, Nintendo Power Kid or something, how did he get? He got a room named after him, which is just a glitch room where they dump you if your position is wrong, basically when you fall down a pit or something like that. You can get in there and you get a whole bunch of money. That's all that's in there.
The room is there just to keep the game from completely fucking up.
Yep, and when you exit the room, it just spits you out at Link's house.
I remember seeing it once as a kid. I was really confused.
I don't know why he needs money so badly, but I guess we'll see if he spends it.
Yeah, like... got enough money for bombs in the village and everything. I guess they want a head start on Zora.
Nobody has done that in the entire time I've been running this. It's the first time I've seen anyone go in there for any reason. There's usually money to go around.
There's a Samaria Cave and Steve's Hut.
Yep.
And the Quake.
Oh, we got lots of medals.
Oop. Gotta be careful with these wacky worms. They do a whole heart of damage, and they can take you out.
Yeah, they can. I've died in there once or twice.
It's a really nasty time to die, too, because you're going to lose a whole minute running back, and you need those treasures to be checked. There's 5 in here. Nothing special yet.
Yeah, Lake Cave wasn't super interesting.
Well, that was pretty awful. That's one of the worst I've ever seen.
Not even a full heart.
3 heart pieces. The hammer on the bottle vendor. Seems like Town has all the good stuff.
Yeah, Town looks like all the good stuff this game.
Red can, hammer.
Going all the way over to check Ice Rod Cave. It might be worth the fake
Blue
flippers.
mail.
I would probably start using fake flippers. I was afraid to do it before, but now that it won't soft lock my game, maybe I'll consider using it again. Now that it won't break everything and make me restart, maybe it's a good idea.
I was very reluctant to do it with the threat of screwing everything up.
Yeah. It is still a risk, but at least now it's not a potential, oops, you have to restart the entire game risk if you don't save.
They said they put it back in. Why did they remove it?
They removed a bunch of things to make it more like vanilla, was what they had said when they removed a bunch of those things.
That's
like
always
that's when
when I
they
do
did
it.
it with the light world dark rooms also, except for escape. Everything
Yeah.
was just to make it more like the vanilla game.
You have this vanilla versus convenience debate all the time. These kind of things.
Yep.
Well, there's the fake flippers by Spooty Biscuit. So if you fall in the water on the same frame that you can push forward the screen, basically, you do not get sent back to the ledge. And if you get hit during this, used to be it would lock up your game and you'd go back to the last save, which might not exist. You technically could not have saved yet, maybe. So in that case, it would have just, you would have lost 11 minutes in this case. You would have had to do the escape again. That would have been a disaster. Now it just kills you, I guess. So that's better. It's better to die.
Bypasses your fairies too.
Still a time loss, but not a horrible time loss anymore.
Nothing for it, though. Found out about 5 arrows and 20 cents.
So the problem's heading over towards Eastern with the bow.
That's a good call. Pendants. Let's take a look. They redid the spoiler log a little bit. I'm just looking for the information on that.
It looks like Eastern Palace is still a pendant of courage.
Green pendant.
That's where all this garbage. Man.
Spooty Biscuit getting the hook shot also.
Desert Palace is a crystal. Tower of Hera is also a crystal. 3 and 4. So the only pendant here is the vanilla green pendant. That's it. Eastern. And he's going to go get it, it looks like. He's going all the way through. Might as
Not
well.
a bad early play. You're there.
Yeah.
Who knows what the new logic says can be at the green pendant house.
They don't have the gloves. They don't have the flute. They can't
Yeah.
go to the mountain. They don't really have a whole lot of choices anyway.
They can't do Desert Palace, they can't do Hera, they can't get to Dark World at all.
While his
Or they-
teammate maybe checks Desert's one cave real quick and gets all the stuff he missed. Problems
Yeah.
is, oh, there's the flute. You could cut your
Hey,
losses and
that'll
leave
help.
right now, honestly. But he's still going forward.
I would still at least have one person clear out Eastern, because that's
Might as
still
well.
a bunch of potential items.
Yeah. He's got one of the, the green pendant's worth another one, so he's got one of the 4.
Oh,
That's
Zero
smooth.
Rush with a Moon Pearl. Out in the middle of nowhere in the desert.
That'll be helpful.
That's going to be a big deal. Because they have the hammer already. All they need is the gloves.
And then Jembro's got the flute, so they know where the flute and the Moon Pearl are.
Yep, both teams are doing very similar moves here. The only thing, red team hasn't found the Moon Pearl yet.
Yeah.
Spooty
With the
spent his
flute
time.
being where it is, I bet Spooty Biscuit's going over to Eastern to pick up the flute. Yep.
hmm
He spent his time fake flippers and he didn't get anything for it, unfortunately.
Now, it is going to be important that one of them does remember to check Agnes Cave for the Moon Pearl at some point.
Yeah, they will be stuck if they don't do that. Completely not going anywhere. That is a very important item. Problems we'll have to do lampless Eastern Palace here, which is annoying, but it shouldn't be a... He has only got a couple hearts. It might be dangerous for him. He does have blue tunic, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about this.
So he just went in
We're gonna
there and picked up a pot under a key. Now he's going left to use the key. He's dying. Oh, jeez. He's got caught. Yeah, he got caught by those.
Ooh,
Oh no.
horseshit. Oh, got stuck at the bottom of the screen. Probably got lost.
Yeah, he didn't go through there
Those
quickly
anti-fairies
enough
will break
to-
you.
to run ahead of those anti-fairies. They shouldn't have caught him, but they were on top of him the whole time.
hmm
Well, he's got the key, so what he needs to do is go down from that room and into the door to the left, check the chest there, for completion's sake, then come back up and do one more dark room. Spoody's grabbing the flute, right? And then heading out.
Yeah, just got out.
Mm-hmm.
We had all 4 players in Eastern for just a second.
And Jim Bro going to check the other chest, just the compass.
Yeah, it
Wanna
looks
see if
like
Armos is it.
Green Team is finishing Eastern twice. They're both going through it. I think Spoody's on the
Honestly, I
right.
think they're going to have to.
They might.
Because they still can't get into Dark World, they still can't do the other palaces without the glove.
Well, they have the means now to go to the mountains with the flute and do all kinds of stuff. So I think Spoody's doing the right thing as the second player here.
That's true.
I think that the gloves are probably on the mountain.
Probably gloves, probably a lamp
That
up
would be
there.
my thought.
Could also potentially be... Oh no, wait, no, it can't be Zora yet because they don't have gloves and you don't need to use fake flippers to get there.
Problems made it this time, 4 hearts. Zero Rush is doing the lampless room that is annoying in here. He's got to kill this guy in front of him in the dark. He hit him.
And Jimbo already passed that to the almost Armos.
Yeah, those 2 are nearly
Really?
done. Problems is doing that now as well. I mean, Spoody. What's Spoody do? Spoody's rescuing the old man. Problems is about to be doing the dark room.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where they are when they're into the dark.
Yep.
There's the first boss kill.
10 arrows
Piece
for
of
the
heart
old
on
man.
Armos.
Problems is not doing so great right now. I hope he gets out of there. Yeah, he's gonna grab a ferry probably.
Yep.
He's having a hard time with the Dark Eastern. It's messing him up. This is the last room he needs, and then it's smooth sailing. And he's killed the guy already, so he just has to use the key. That should be easy enough. There's a pot in the way, and then the door's to the left. I can tell you the layout of this room in case you don't know it. There he's
Friggin' bombos.
Silver arrows are on Lookout Peak, or whatever that's called, in the ledge.
Spectacle Rock,
Spectacle Rock, yeah. I always call it that. Wrong thing.
yeah. Oh. They're gonna be going to the other side, Death Mountain now. They
Yeah, you
can get
can't
those.
actually get the silver arrows yet without the mirror. Just knows where they're at.
It's good knowledge.
I'm stocking up on arrows for the boss here.
Can at least do Hera now because he's got a source of fire.
Yep, and the hammer to get back around.
Yep. Ninja Bro's gonna turn on their flute.
Where did we find Bombos, Ether, and Quake? We got all 3. What the?
Bombos was
Bombos was
on
at
Sarsaparilla.
Yeah, at the green pendant.
Oh, they might need that.
Could be.
I just look at the screen and I didn't see any of those get picked up, actually, now that... Spoody's about to
We'll
find out if
find
the
out.
mountain's worth anything. Doesn't look
Jimbo
like
about to
it.
get there, Moon Girl.
That was pretty
Not
disappointing.
Super useful.
Almost as disappointing as the lake cave with the mold arms.
He's still got a lot to do up here. He can do an entire dungeon. One thing they changed is if you don't have the Master Sword, you can read what's on the tablets. So that's nice, but they don't have the book either, so he's not doing any of that. It's just a nice little thing that might come up.
It's nice to have if you happen to have the book and still haven't found the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Problem's going to turn on his flute. Already working on Tower of Hera.
Spooty jumping right into Hera.
I think Hera's a good call. It's
You
a
gotta do it
crystal, too.
anyways, and they've got everything they need to clear it, so definitely a good idea. Yeah, red team still has not checked the Agena cave though.
Yeah, that's what I
Gotta
want
get
to
that
see
moon pearl at
Problems
some
do
point.
next. Hopefully he's not heading to the mountains.
Yeah, fly into the desert. He can check the ledge and the other. Find the moon pearl.
Yep.
Oh, going to the desert.
That's where he's heading, alright. That puts both teams on equal terms. Red team actually explored a little bit more with the fake flippers. Not much.
Yeah.
Green team is, they're having a little bit of overlap problem, I say, as they're perfectly
Green
synced
team
up.
is literally synced up, yeah.
They were synced up in Eastern. I mean, it seems like they're out of places to go, that's why. But,
Mhm.
somehow
But
Red
there's
team has
just not a
managed
whole
to
lot of-
split up. Gloves and Hera, there they are. That is all they need for Dark
That will
World.
open everything up.
Problem's gonna be heading to Hera real soon, I'm assuming here. Yep.
Right away.
I think Spooty Biscuit's early flute is putting them a little bit ahead. Just a couple minutes. They're going to get it soon, too. They have nowhere to go. They're being led on a very straight progression line here.
Yeah.
Yep, it's easy flight down to the desert to get the moon pearl.
Problems is the only one with the custom sprite this time. It's crazy.
Especially given all the new ones. They got Toad in there.
Yeah. All these flavors and you pick vanilla.
I'm really surprised
The
nobody
mirror.
went for the Dark Link. Wow.
Ooh,
Tower of Hera
Hera,
kicks
real
ass.
nice.
Hera just opening up the whole world for the players. Almost.
Problems checking the island, it's just some bombs. Did Spooty go into Spiral Cave? I don't think I saw them do that.
I don't believe so.
Hopefully that is not going to be catastrophic.
Spooty wanted those silver arrows after all.
Yep, Hera, they don't have to do the basement because they know they got their 2 items. All in all, Tower of Hera is very kind today.
Spooty Biscuit's heading back across to go do the Spiral Cave, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the one thing left. And then should be heading to get his Moon Pearl, and he should be maybe the first person in Dark World. Unless he wants to do Eastern for some reason, but really he should be heading to the Dark World.
Yeah, we don't even know if
Problems.
Eastern's required until we see Meyer or T-Rock.
Having one person with bombos, like with all the medallions, is good enough. You don't need to have 2 people going on that unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, and you know where to get it to.
Zero Rush doing a bomb jump for some reason. Oh, trying to skip the teleport thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy bomb jump to get.
Nothing there in Spiral Cave. The only thing this seed has done that was, I mean, there really wasn't anywhere to go. The Eastern Palace having the flute was kind of whatever, but I mean, considering that there was nowhere else to go at all, it really wasn't that bad yet. Still time for the seed to be a jerk. We'll see, I guess, but so far, it's really just been a matter of, do you know where all the stuff is? You're gonna get it eventually here. No confusion, no, not really any options. It's a very closed seed so far. It's about to open up right now. The Spooty
Yeah,
Biscuit
Spooty's
goes-
grabbing his Moon Pearl and then he's out.
Yep, and he won't be
Probably
the
not.
only one. It looks like Green Team is both heading to Dark World on their own here.
Crystals, we don't know what's in Dark World. I mean, we do. We have a spoiler log, but we haven't checked it yet.
There's
It looks like
Meyer,
Misery
Fog.
Mire and House of Darkness. Those are pendant dungeons in Dark World.
5 and 6 are Skullwoods and Swamp Palace.
They just need some flippers.
Spoody's checking the swamp area first. Problems should be going there as well. I mean, he's good to go.
So now we're really going to see about where the new logic thinks to put the ice rod.
Hmm.
Red team has a very small lead. As long as they don't need bombos, they do. Spoody might have to do Eastern yet.
That is definitely a possibility.
See what type Cave has.
Whoa!
Ice Rod.
Well, hey, ask and
Ice
you
rod
shall
boost.
receive.
That's one hell of a
Damn.
cave.
That's
What a good
the
cave.
hype cave there.
Ice
Wow.
Rod, boots, and a lamp. Crap.
Who needs dark rooms anyway?
Booty's going down to the Grove. Get the goodies there. Do the digging game. Digging game actually shows it plays a sound now when you get the prize item there.
They
Guess
can do
that'll
swamp
help.
and thieves. Swamp is a pendant though, right? No, it's not.
Yeah, swamp is a pendant.
Swamp
Swamp.
is
Oh, swamp is 6. I'm sorry.
swamp is
Yeah.
crystal. Yeah.
Mire's a pendant.
I think
They just
swamp
need
is going to be a
flippers.
good place for one of these players to go real soon.
Nobody's got the flippers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
We'll learn how
whole
to swim first.
thrown off because I saw somebody swimming, but he manipulated his way into those waters.
Spooty going to pick up that 20 for some reason. I guess he really wants money for Zora.
He's really close.
Yeah, almost there. Might as well.
20 cents is almost
Problems.
half the remaining thing that he needs.
Problem's working on Dark Village. Pretty good split so far.
I don't think Problems is the kind of guy who's going to pass up on boots for very long. I would be surprised if he didn't soon go down there to get those.
Spooty Biscuit finding out stunned enemies drop a blue rupee.
Spooty turning around. I guess he's telling Problems go to the digging game. I got some money to get. Can't afford to spend anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it
he's
makes
going to...
sense for Problems to go to the digging game. Spooty Biscuit can go check the pyramid, catfish, and then up to Zora.
That's true. No mushroom yet, so unfortunately can't do that.
Go with the flute. The mushroom's not that hard of a check.
Blue Cave and digging game. Pyramid got.
I think he's checking catfish, doing Zora. He's done that whole 9 yards, right?
That's what it
Yes,
looks
Spooty
like.
is collecting every rupee now, so he must be going for Zora. He's banking
Spooty's-
on having something good up there.
Not doing catfish.
Ooh,
Oh, no, jumping across.
Maybe he wants to check these first. He can't check Bumper Cave. Well, he can look at it, but he can't get it.
skipping the tombs as well.
Not sure what the play is here.
He might be going left and
Interest-
then back right. I don't know.
An interesting division of labor going on here. Oh, he's going for Bonk Cave.
Zero's dropping into Skullwoods in the meanwhile.
Problems is grabbing his boots.
Spooty just collecting every single penny.
So they made the bottom right chest worthless again in Skull Woods, which, I mean, I don't know why you would go down that hole, but since you can, they decided to make it so that you can't lock yourself out. For the
Yeah.
randomizer, once you know what you're doing, that means you just don't go down there, right? You just never do that room, ever, right?
The only reason you would have to do that room is if the 2 rooms before it don't have keys.
Yeah.
Then you have to go down there.
Mhm.
But otherwise, no, there's no reason to go in there.
You definitely don't need a key for the dungeon. Key is loaded. The dungeon has a ton. You only need one from the skull on the way, so you definitely can, generally speaking, skip that room. Unless you did get both. I mean, it would be great if that happened, because that means the dungeon's done. Anyway, it wouldn't even be a bad thing if you had to do that room.
Catfish with nothing but bombs for Ninja Bro.
Checking Zora now. Doesn't have enough money though.
Just
Nothing
gonna
in
go up,
the
see what's on the ledge, see if it's worth it to.
graveyard's not paying off.
Ledge is just bombs.
More bombs.
They have the means to do a couple dungeons here. I think Thieves Town should be on the list, unless they're not confident in their ability to clear it. I would do it if I felt like I could. And they got the blue cane, so I feel
Yeah,
like
they've got blue cane, blue mail. They'd be fine, I think.
Everyone
it's a
should
good
be
place.
fine to use town.
problems is heading that way.
Problems is the only one with the blue cane right now, so it's definitely a good idea. Get that out of the way.
Spoody's got a problem, and that is that he doesn't have Flipper, so he can't go to Catfish without a whole lot of work.
Lots of work.
He should have checked Catfish first, honestly. I mean, the graveyard wasn't a great place to go, and it didn't pay off either. I think he just thought that he could. He didn't realize that he couldn't do it without swimming. Like, you have to be able to swim. You can't hook shot back over. It's a one-way trip.
Problems in Thieves Town now.
I couldn't
There's
tell you
about
why.
to finish off Skull Woods.
I couldn't tell you why his boots aren't being used. I have no idea. He doesn't feel like dashing.
Apparently the boots lags in Thieves Town.
Everything lags in Thieves Town.
I could see that. And this place he's at right now is loaded with enemies. I use it anyway. I like the dash. Especially the skeleton room.
Spooty is going for Catfish. Gonna be pretty disappointed.
Seeing if this Mothula's gonna take any heads today or not.
I think Mothia with a fighter sword. It's unfortunate.
Yep.
And normal magic.
It's a pretty rough fight. It's worse
You
than
do
it's
not want
supposed
to waste
to be.
any of those shots.
Oh, jeez, he's going down. No more hits allowed. I gotta perfect the rest of this fight.
Blue
Nope.
mail does not help here because spikes always do one heart.
Mothula's
No.
first kill.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's a really hard fight with the regular gear that they don't have.
Mothula is unfortunately a really bad boss. Even with good gear, it just decides I'm going to hang out by the spikes all day, so I'm never going to take damage.
Let's see if that Chris Houlihan room is worth this trip.
We will
Zora's
find out.
worth the trip. $500 for what? Not even a full heart.
Sad days.
Mm-hmm.
Problems about to head
Zero
down the
equals
basement
dark
here
witch.
in Thieves Town.
Zora Ledge was just bombs.
Here's the Zora victory music. 10 seconds too late.
Oh, compass from blind chest. It's in the big key chest. What does he not have? Oh, he has a big key.
Zero's diving into Thieves Town also now.
Smart.
Gave up on Fighter Sword Mothula. Just let's go to Thieves Town first.
Palace of Darkness.
Dude, we still don't
and-
have any sword upgrades.
Yeah, it's Palace of Darkness is one of the pendants. I can't remember what the other one is.
Misery Mire is the other one, I believe.
Yep. They might have to go into Palace of Darkness, though.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah, so that is the one that they need money for.
It's 110 to get in there. They're doing
Screwed, you just
Skull
spent all the
Woods.
money.
Blinds didn't seem like it gave much.
Nah, blind wasn't really anything special.
Problem's gonna lock her down with this blue cane, though. There's not gonna be a contest here. Literally immortal for this fight, okay.
There we go. Blind is going to give 20 cents. Well, that'll be good to know for Spoody at least. You don't have to worry too much about Thieves Town until basically endgame.
Ninja Emperor jumping into Pendant Pod.
You can clear the whole
Pretty good
thing.
idea.
I mean, it seems like a good idea.
Yep, 5 chests.
Yeah, lots of items. More keys though.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we've seen most everything that is available. They really need the flippers.
Yeah, they can't really do any other dungeons because Meyer is optional first of all, and you also need Titan Mitts.
Yeah,
can't
Titan
do
Mitts
swap
for
without
a
flippers.
lot of things.
Can't do Turtle Rock. Actually, they could go into Turtle Rock. It'd be kind of a nightmare.
Not
No,
without
they have to
Titan.
have Titan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Titan
Right,
Mitts are
Titan
locking
Mitts
out everything on the Dark Mountain, and Ice Palace, and Mire, and the flippers being missing are locking out the swamp. That's a lot of dungeons missing, and it's because
Yeah.
of those 2 items. The mitts are very important.
My Problems is going to Palace of Darkness now.
As soon as we see those golden gloves, we'll see a team that can mow down some dungeons real quick.
That is our gatekeeper right now.
It's really just the gloves and the boots, or the flippers that are missing, too. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They need the Master Sword. They have to have it. I'm sure they won't be upset to find it, but they do need it anyway. So that actually is the 3rd item they're missing, but I'm sure that they aren't worried about finding a sword somewhere along the
Yeah.
way. There's so many.
Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be worried. Another 20 minutes, I might start be getting worried.
If I were halfway through Ganon's Tower and I didn't have one, I'd start to be worried.
That unfortunately happened to me in an old seed. Every sword upgrade was in Ganon's Tower. It sucked.
That sounds awful.
It was awful.
Ice Palace can't have anything. Well, there's the gold gloves right there. Spoody Biscuits got them in Skull Woods.
Wait. Did Green Team do Skullwoods already?
They died there. I think they left and didn't.
Oh, that's right.
They skipped
Yeah,
the chest
Ninja Bro.
because they wanted to get the boss killed first. It makes sense. If you kill the boss,
Oh,
and there's a
that's
50-50.
gonna be rough.
Yeah, they
That
made
is
a
gonna hurt
mistake.
them though.
They skipped the chest that's really annoying to get in lieu of the boss having an item, and they failed to kill the boss, so they just bailed. They thought, you
Yeah.
know, if the boss doesn't have it, then I'll check that chest. But they just didn't check that chest, and they left. They didn't kill the boss. Now they're in
That's
real
gonna
trouble.
be really bad.
That's
they're gonna
really
have to
Dying
realize
to the
that.
boss. Oh man.
Anyway, the reason Ice Palace can't have anything is because the 2 things we need, the flippers and the gloves, are required to get in there. Normally, like, you can glitch your way into Ice Palace, but that doesn't count towards where things get put.
Well,
So-
Zero's taking a death at blind too.
Ooh.
Do they have the blue cane? They don't. They probably didn't bother to pick it up.
Blue Cane was in digging games, so I guess I figured don't bother.
Yeah, it's an item that you don't really want to go after too much.
Especially as far out of the way as the in-game can be.
Yeah, we're gonna see how much this is gonna cost them because if Titan Mitts also have the flippers behind them, that's gonna be a huge time loss.
Well, if they're
Spoody
gonna,
goes for the hookshot bug, doesn't work.
I mean, if they're gonna start doing pendant dungeons that are wrong over the Titan Mitts, they're just gonna be in a bad way. And if they think they cleared Skull Woods, they're in a really bad way.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be the absolute worst, to go back in or have send in Jimbo up there just to go fight Mothula and get out of there with the crystal.
Spoody has
Zero takes
opted
another
for
death.
the Dark Mountain, and he found a blue potion. First bottle? No.
Zero's
Yep.
taking another death.
That is the first bottle. Unless no, Problems apparently has one. Where'd you get a bottle? And Turtle Rock medallion is
Quake.
Wake.
That means that Spooty
Good.
Biscuit did save some time by not doing Eastern.
That
Do we know
will
what the
help.
Meyer medallion is yet?
He won't have to go in there.
Oh
Probably.
yeah, that's right. It's optional.
Unless the flippers are in there.
That's true.
I want to say that's incredibly unlikely, but I don't know how this logic is going to work.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hopefully, that's not the case. But it could be.
Zeros with the Kane strats, not
having-
the ones we're talking about.
He's having a rough day with blind here.
Problems is going to go in on Mafia, it looks like. That crystal. Get those Titan mitts.
2 more hits for Zero Rush. Him and blind. Oh man,
Oh,
nice work.
close.
Oh, barely.
2 spike caves at the same time. Oh, blue potion. Not terrible. Woody knows exactly how many hearts he needs.
Yep, he's finished the entire mountain at this point except for the ether tablet, which you can't look at yet.
No book, no help.
If I were Spooty, I would head to which dungeon would be the best? I would probably check Meyer, just for the loot around it first, and then you might want to do. What do you think? They can't do Turtle Rock, can they? Yeah, they can. Maybe
can.
should. Maybe you should.
I would have one person in Turtle Rock for sure.
When you can clear Turtle Rock, it's not a bad idea.
It really isn't.
Because it's going to be necessary anyways, although with the fighter sword, that's going to be real rough.
Problems
I think
is,
Meyer area would be my first check.
Problems is trying to kill Mothula. It's going to be close. He's almost
Oh,
got him, but
boy.
he's almost dead himself. He died. Oh, jeez. Down it goes. Mothula gets another kill. Ridiculous fight with that stupid sword.
No,
So
if you
who's
have to
gonna
fight,
have more kills, Mothula or Blind? Take your bets now.
if you have to fight Trinex with a fighter sword, you don't fight him with the fighter sword. Use the hammer. It takes so long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You waste all your magic on the first 2 forms.
I'm expecting them to use the hammer on these fights, yeah. You would just swap back and forth. It takes 5 hits. It's no big deal. Just a little menu time. It's worth it. Especially, the sword might be in there. I don't know.
Sweetie
Yeah,
Biscuit
but it's
taking
not
back
Sweetie.
the blacksmith.
While Spooty's doing that, no one else on the green team knows what
Diving
to
up
do.
into skull.
More medicine.
Ninjam is after his Mothula kill. He's not got a whole lot of health to show for it, though.
I'm more
This would
worried
be
about
the-
if they check the chest, though.
Yeah, that's the moment of truth.
He's taking a death. He's not checking the chest. He's taking a death to heal. That's not what
He's
he's
trying
doing.
to die. There you go.
Alright. It's 5 hits with the hammer to kill each head.
And just the big 20 from the breadsmiths.
Want to check the chest? And then I really think he should be going to Turtle Rock. He might not like the idea. Fighter Sword isn't great there, but you know, you can rely heavily on the Fire Rod. Just don't
He
let the
does
chest...
have a
Fire
lot
rods,
of
yes.
bottles. Like, I think he found 2 blue medicines and a green as well, so that's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, it shouldn't be the worst. I mean, you just gotta watch out the high damage enemies. Just don't let them near you. Use your Fire Rod without any mercy at all. Just light them all up. You really-
Ideally, you would never check the side chest in Skull Woods until you beat the boss first, because it's faster that way.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have to
But,
do that chest, that's a good idea.
In
That's what they're
this
both-
one case, it's really unfortunate.
They're both trying to do it, and I mean, they need to kill the boss still, but it's just that they keep not getting the boss killed. They don't know where else to look. The Titan Mitts thing is starting to backfire on them. It should be over soon, though. Once they kill Mothula and they know he doesn't have it, then they're gonna know, I think, exactly what to do.
That would be my thoughts.
I think they're assuming that Titan Mitts are on Mothula. They're about to be proven wrong.
But you have to kill Mothula anyway. There's
Yeah.
your map.
That was a game changer choice in this dungeon, that right there. Getting that map instead of the Titan Mitts is really just messing them up. And Zero's having trouble with the torch in this room. A lot of trouble. Oh, geez. It's shut on him again.
Oh, no. Don't use all your magic. Okay, Ninja Bro's gonna go back in. They're finally gonna get the mitt. Unfortunately,
Gonna
this is a big
realize,
time
hey, wait,
loss.
there's another item here we're missing.
Gonna
Most
be
important
a lot
item
of
in the
yelling
game,
on the
pretty
green team
much.
call in a second.
The Titan Mitts are required to finish no matter what. They are always on the list of you must have this. And so, at last, green team can have some drums.
That
got
split
it.
second of stopping after they open the chest, it's them yelling.
They know
Problems
that
heading
hurt
through
them.
desert.
Unless the other team did the exact same thing, which they didn't. I mean, they did have a death on Mothula, but even with that.
Looks like Zero is gonna try and get another kill on Mothula.
Spooty
I
is
would
heading
do that
into
right
Turtle
now.
Rock.
I think at this point I would just cut my losses and get Titan Mitts, get the hell out of there, kill Mothula later.
Yeah, you can probably come back with at least bottles. We know in this case that that's true, but it could be the sword or something, half mana, something to make this fight easier on you, because it's obviously rough.
They're having trouble.
So it's a very rough fight with just Fighter Sword.
Problems is doing the desert while his buddy starts Turtle Rock.
That's a good play, backdoored into the palace from Meyer.
Oh, he missed his shot. Oh no. No one cycle.
Run ruined.
Time to reset.
Red team just got set 80 minutes backwards by that missed shot.
He got a mushroom for his efforts.
So that'd be where I'm going right now. Just flute over there. Check it out.
Well, green team definitely behind right now.
If I were Spooty, I'd take a death right now. That's what he did. Just get back to the start with some hearts. This place is too dangerous to be half-hearting the whole way
It
through.
really, really is. All in just the big 20. For his mushroom.
I don't think we've seen the altar. It could have the flippers. That would be mean. That would be a bad thing for everybody.
That would be mean.
Nobody can check it, so it's possible. No, it's just a thing that no one knows at this point, and I'm not gonna look and see. I don't know myself. You would like to see them show up here in Turtle Rock. That's where I would suspect they'd be.
Spooty's going for Chain Chomp room.
He made it.
Darius room with the rock.
If he can get to the big chest, he'll be locked into the halfway point here. I feel a lot safer about him than where he is at right now, where things start to get dangerous.
Especially with no powder.
Yeah, can't heal. Made it past the chain chomps. That's really the most dangerous room in the whole place, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, all you need to get the item from the pedestal is the 3 pendants. You just can't find out what it is beforehand without the book. Like, problems is going to the Palace of Darkness again. Is there anything good in there?
Ninjimbro jumping into Meyer. Pendant Meyer, the last place on the entire map that I ever want to be.
Pretty bold move.
Especially having had to get Bombos from Sahasrara to get there. If there's
Like, I guess that's
just
what
opening it up. Never mind. I feel trolled.
Oh. Gembro checking out Desert Palace now.
Where are those flippers?
If they're in mire somehow behind the green pendant, that would be nasty.
That would be really rude. Booty's working on Mimic Cave. Still no sword upgrades. Oh, there we go. Flippers. Mimic Cave.
That seems good.
We have go mode. Unless the extremely unlikely event where there are no sword upgrades to be found. But even then.
Immediately leaving Palace of Darkness. Red team has a huge edge. It's really hard to describe their edge right now. They have plenty of time.
That's a really trolly flipper.
It is.
Mimic Cave.
I'm used to Turtle Rock. When I can clear it, I just start going in there now because I'm so used to having something. And this new logic didn't change that. Not yet, anyway. Not for me. Every time I look, Turtle Rock, there it is. The item you want.
So
Oh,
much for
checking the
saving
bumper
T-Rock
cave.
till the end.
Yeah, Spooty is working on trying to clear this thing. Has the mana, not the weapon. So I hope he's good with the hammer.
Honestly, with like all the blue medicine they've been finding, I don't think it'll be too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hammer's not too hard to hit the heads with.
If you stand behind the boss, he's really easy to light up with that hammer. It only takes two bolts. You can do it.
Now, Spooty is going to have to do the laser room without the cane or the cape, so this is going to be a little tricky, but he does have the safety checkpoint.
It is possible to do this without taking a hit if you're extremely good at ledging his eyes, but good luck with that. I have a hard time blowing it off. He's trying. He didn't make it, but he didn't fall off, so that's good enough. He'll take it. Get 2 chests per
upgrade.
life here. Yeah, there goes 1 life. Problems
Not a
is
big
after
deal.
the bottles, it looks like, for safety's sake. Zero Rush is going into Turtle Rock. They're not terribly far behind, but they are a little bit in catch up here.
Depends on how trolly Trinex is going to be.
Spooty takes another death trying to get this done. He wants to make sure that there's no sword in here, I think. There's the book. Now we can find out that the sword's on the pedestal, right?
And at least can read those altars and the tablets.
Yeah, I don't know what the swords are, but I would bank on at least one of them being in Ganon's Tower, and I would roll with it. It's not the end of the world to do that fight like that, unless you have no practice at it at all. Hopefully that's not the case for these racers.
And with saber
Trinex.
arrows.
For me, the
It's
biggest
not that
issue
bad.
is just running out of magic, honestly, with the hammer.
Look at that dash with the Samari Cane. Nice.
Easy.
Power.
The player who can do that, I think, can handle Ganon with the Master Sword.
Now Ninjambro diving into Pendant Mire.
That's an odd choice. But they already did Palace of Darkness, didn't they?
I don't think they finished it.
They went in, but I don't think either of them did the boss.
So here's the hammer strat that works just fine. He's already got 1 head completely down. Yeah. Time for the fire one, and then he's got it. No problem. No risk at all.
That's another thing. If you let the ice head start spreading ice, it's a little harder with the hammer. You need to be really careful.
Yep. I like to go for the red one first because he's out sooner, but it does create a mess. He's got to be careful here. He's missing. You actually do have to land the ice.
The
Catch
red-
your shots.
The red one is so hard to hit, honestly.
Yep.
Like
He needs-
if you don't hit it when it's firing an attack at you, then there's a very good chance it'll just juke.
Because the ice rod is so bad, it doesn't even do damage like the fire rod does. So this thing still takes 5 full hammer hits.
Yeah.
He needs one more, then he's safe. I'm gonna call it safe on the final part of the boss fight here. Where you would
Alright.
still want to use the hammer, but it's a lot more dangerous.
Trinex going for 1 extra attack.
He's going for regular spins. No, there's a hammer. The hammer definitely kicks ass here still. It's still the optimal play. He's almost got him.
Yeah, it should be fine here.
Spoody's got Turtle Rock down. That's a good move.
And Problems is, getting closer to being halfway done.
Master Sword reward. All right, nice. Turtle Rock.
Jeez. There you go.
Well, one
And
of the sword
actually-
upgrades on one of Trinex's 3 necks.
And actually in go mode now. They are ready to go. They're ready to finish the game if they want to.
Problems trading a key for a key and running back.
Ninja Bro's working on Meyer, but I don't know, at this point it's probably not going to help. Because we already know where one of the sword upgrades are. Everything else for Go mode is outside of Meyer. Unfortunately, I think they're just wasting their time.
Yeah, we've seen everything everywhere else.
Zero about to get the flippers. That'll help.
Yep. Yeah, at this point it's just red team is in Go mode. They can skip all non-essential chests.
Yep. Green team needs to get moving to Turtle Rock. They're about to find that out, and you're about to see Ninja Bro hightail it right back out of Meyer.
Yep, there's the flippers.
There's the mirror, as if he heard me say that.
Wait, why am I in here?
I do love the speed at which, like, when a team is completely stuck and one person finds a critical item, just how quickly they bolt.
The menu speed of the mirror, record time.
Somehow managed to mirror without even equipping it. One of our runners is playing on console today, and instead of pressing the reset button across the room, they just threw the controller at it and hit it.
Red team has a lot of dungeons to do still, but it's their option which one. They need to kill Mothula. Both of them, right? They haven't done that.
Yep.
Green team has. They have that on them at least.
I'm pretty sure they bailed on Mothula after getting the gloves, getting the mitts.
Yeah. Which I agree with, honestly. Mothula with Fighter Sword and no magic upgrades, it just sucks.
Ninja Bro at least looks like he did it. The only one to kill Mothula so far?
Yes, I know Ninja Bro definitely did.
Spoody's still checking chests that are on the way in the hopes that Red Sword might appear, but he's not going crazy about it.
Yep, it's not a bad idea.
Problems is going straight onto the boss without any checkpoints or anything like that. He's got the big chest checkpoint and that's it.
They have medicine.
He's confident in his Trinex slaying skills here. He's doing pretty good.
Can respect that. That's one head down.
While the thing... You can't actually switch items while one head is exploding, so... Everything he did there made sense if you know that.
Yeah.
Like he did a spin.
Like he had the menu open before the hammer even
Yeah,
went down. It takes talent.
It was almost a great menu, stopping on the lantern a couple of times.
Well, he's making short work of Trinex, making it look like a joke. Unfortunately, Spooty Biscuit has to do, even with Master Sword, Cold Stare takes way too many hits, and he's just manning up. It's time to fire rod. He's had enough already.
That's fair. I would do the same thing, honestly.
I respect that decision.
It probably saves 30 seconds. It really probably does, even if you did it perfectly. Like, it just takes forever. It's so bad. I think it's 12 hits per eyeball on Master Sword.
Yeah.
12 or 16.
Plus, the eyes do so much damage if they touch you. You really don't want to try and fight it in a fair fight if possible.
Well, problems with 4 crystals, and Spooty's moving on up too. He's just cleaning up.
Well, assuming Zero Rush doesn't die again to Trinex here, we're going to have both teams in go mode. Ooh, Ninja Bro takes another death in Turtle Rock, though.
Uh-oh.
That's rough.
They can't afford those deaths. They're in catch-up mode here. They
'Cause
both need to
didn't
finish.
get the checkpoint yet.
Red team having Total Rock done and them not. That's not good. It's not good for green team. At least they're in go mode as well. Well, they will be as soon as they kill this
mode
boss.
minus a sword.
As soon as they figure out what this boss has, they'll be all about it.
Yeah, I don't think we can actually use the old logic anymore because the downloadable version, that's still on V7.
I have some seeds backed up in case I needed them. Only a couple. What is he doing?
Zero Rush is out of magic.
Oh. That's
Can't
too
kill
bad.
the last head.
Oh, wow.
He really can't afford too many misses without mana reduction in this fight.
Doing hammer strats with Fire Rod and Ice Rod, unless you have a lot of practice, is pretty tough on a single bar of magic.
He does have enough magic here to put the Samaria block down before picking up the full heal if he wanted to.
Should be good.
Never mind.
That is a level of hyper optimization. Problem's now working on Swamp House. First time we've seen that today.
Yep. I would still
Oddly
check
enough,
the chests that are on the way. Like I said,
this is one of the few times you'll see Turtle Rock done before Swamp Palace.
it's weird because you need the fire rod right away. You hope to have the ice rod by the time you're done. You need the Titan mitts, so you need both pairs of gloves. You need the Samaria cane, all of
Need
that
the
crap.
hammer.
Yeah, you need all that junk to go in there and do it, and you need the medallion to unlock it too. So we're talking about 6 or 7 items that you need, as opposed to 2 or 3 to do swamp.
Alright, Zero's on Trinex Phase 2. Not a ton of health, but I think they can do it.
Just a couple more.
There you go.
There you go.
Finally, Green Team gets a Master Sword.
Nice. Here's your drums. Them missing the Titan mitts is responsible for all of this.
Yeah, that miss on the Titan mitts when just running away for cost him a good 10 minutes.
The deaths don't help either, but red team is not without their own set of deaths.
And that's Limo's down for Spooty Biscuit.
Zero's going to turn into Mushroom. Oh, remember, that was just money, right? We're going to buy medicine. Oh no, wait, Spooty's the one that found the mushroom.
Well, you need either the mirror or the hook shot to get over to Total Rock as well. You forgot that one. The drums are from the drummer. He is directly from this game. He plays those drums in this game, and they're just It's the hammer hitting a peg sound 8 times. The game does that. I didn't design that. Nintendo's creative sound design took a sound effect and made it sound like a drum.
What they do. It's not like the Boo laugh in Super Mario 64 is the same as the Bowser laugh, just sped up.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
You've blown my mind.
Boom.
Problems taking down Argus with the silver arrow pretty easy.
Like Ninja Bro's gonna work on the final bit of Turtle Rock there. Going for the book. Getting killed.
Both the bottom players in Swamp Palace.
Ninja Bro is about to work on Trinex. Hey Smite, you ready for me to blow your mind again?
Yeah.
Trinex is called that because he has 3 necks.
What the?
Crazy.
Why didn't they call him Tri-Head?
Oh.
Damn.
I'm not the creative developers at Nintendo in the early 90s. Can't tell you everything. Nobody's checking Bombos or Ether tablets because you really don't have to at this point. They're in go mode. And with the Master Sword, you probably don't need them unless you really, really, really want to bank on a sword upgrade. But honestly, with Silvers, Ganon's is not hard.
Yeah, with the Silvers, Master Sword Ganon's not the worst thing in the world.
Plus, I got a bunch of bottles they can magic up.
Blue potion for Ninja Bro.
Zero Rush and Spooty Biscuit, basically in the same rooms. One's going the other way.
Robin's doing his bomb jump. Looks good. Made it.
Ninja Bro missing a couple of hammers on Trinex.
He's got him. That puts everybody on the same page here. It's just that green team is 2 dungeons behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Unless
indeed.
Red screws up royally right now, it's probably going to be their game.
Yeah. I also don't know if they have as much survivability as Red Team has, like, every bottle in the game. And I think they filled them with blue potions, too. I'm not sure that Green Team has those. They were running out of mana.
Green has a little more health, but without those bottles, yeah. Like, you get one shot at it.
If he ran out of mana, I don't know if Zero Rush bothered to go get those, because they were right next door. He might have heard about them and decided not to want them.
Problems using the Fire Rod strategy on Cold Stare for some reason.
It's faster.
A little bit.
He doesn't care about the use of that potion.
That confident.
I mean, he's got money to buy more if he really feels like he needs them.
True.
Now he's got to fight this the slow way, though. This is why I would have used Bombos, because I would have wanted the mana for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the extra 4 seconds with Bombos when you're saving 30 here?
Fire Rod gets you a little bit faster speed, but you also have to have really good execution on cornering the eyes.
Well, there's a key for that room back there that you didn't unlock. Yeah.
Oh, finally.
You
I
can
better
take
go
that
dive
shortcut.
back, see what's behind that door.
Zero Rush's screen paused on the blue transition I've never seen before.
Usually I'm used to seeing like a big bright red screen when somebody dies, not blue.
Problem's heading to Skullwoods to get revenge. Is that what he's got left?
I believe that's all.
That is
Wait,
a
no,
super...
Problem?
Yeah, that's where he's going.
Yep.
Super fast for Problems here. At probably 75 minutes, he'll be all the crystals in. If that's what he's doing. If it's just Mothula left.
Weird how Problems gets a fast seed when he's not the one making it.
Every time I race with him, 2 hours and 10 minutes for everybody. It's last time I raced with him, it was like Monday. The top time out of 12 people was like 2 hours. Disgusting.
Like garbage seed.
Oh, that's awful.
Thanks for inviting me, my man. Thanks a lot. Had a good time. He's got some mana for this fight. He's got full hearts. He's ready. We are going by average time, so if somebody finishes as early as he looks like he is over everyone else, that's a huge advantage.
Yep.
Even if his partner gets fourth, they might still win with that kind of edge. And I don't see that happening either. Spooty's doing okay. He still has a couple of dungeons left, but I mean, he's done the long ones already.
Problems is just making it rain potion.
And it's only the backside of the Skullwoods to go back through to for Spooty Biscuit. Doesn't have to do all of Skullwoods or any of that.
Yep, just Mothula for him, and he's already unlocked it all.
Ooh.
Jimbro taking a death.
Where at?
He was trying to use the cape in Ice Palace, but it takes a little while to turn on.
Dang.
He's leaving Ice Palace now.
Have to do it, but
Probably
I don't know
going
where.
to get revenge on Mothula.
It
no,
has to
going
be
to buy
done.
some potion.
The trackers are as accurate as the players want them to be. I'll just say that. I have.
Yeah, they're running their own trackers.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that this time. Sometimes I am. Sometimes the players don't want to do it, and then I try to keep up myself. But most people run their own trackers anyway. It helps you figure out what you've done and what you haven't.
Alright, Problems is heading up to Ganon.
I think people are used to broadcasting to at least a couple people. They know it makes the audience happy, so they're used to running them.
Zero Rush on a one-on-one. Gets the
We'll
last
slow down.
puff.
Yeah, Green Team has taken a lot of bad deaths on bosses, which cost them quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it wasn't just the gloves. At this point, Titan, it's about Red Team 5 or so minutes, I would say, which is a big amount of time, but Problems is more than 5 minutes ahead. He's cruising, he's going into Ganon's Tower right now. His teammate still has a couple things left to do. Gotta do, what, Swamp? They did Swamp already. It's just...
I think Mothula is all.
Yeah, this is just it. He's really not too far behind either, yeah. Just needs Crystal
Knock
6.
goes the last crystal.
Sometimes I look at that tracker and get confused, but that is definitely what it says. That tracker is very sophisticated when it tells you, like, you can write down what medallion was on the dungeons and stuff like that.
It's very informative.
It also has a map off screen that tells you...
Spooty is having a hell of a time cutting down the vines in Skull Woods right now. There you go.
He does not have mana for this boss. It's pretty much the same awful fight that got him the first time, right? He's really not any better off.
Do you have any potions?
I hope. This is a nasty fight. I mean, he's got the Master Sword this time. That helps.
Yeah. Master Sword would make it a little easier.
So where's that big key gonna be in the tower, y'all?
It ain't in 1 or 2. You got any better bets as chat? How about it?
I always guess Bob chest.
I always guess number 1, the first chest.
Give me that 10.
I know it's not number 1 anymore, but still, I always guess 1.
It ain't 3.
I want people to have a good time in Ganon's Tower.
Well, Red Team is on their way to Ganon's Tower completely now. Spooty will only be a couple minutes shy of his partner here, assuming they both do well. And really, Problems is going to be able to tell him where to go here, so that's going to help him go faster too.
Yes, it will.
Number 5 is the big key, done already.
Gonna go for a sword upgrade, though.
Found the net, is that good enough?
That's an Aghanim
Good
kill.
enough for Aghanim.
I am curious, and at this point I think it's okay to look where the swords actually are. Uncle has the first one, of course.
Trinex had one.
And Trinex. They are both in Ganon's Tower. No one's gonna get them.
Oh god.
They're both in the same room west of teleports. In the little...
The rando room.
Yeah, they're both in there together. No one's gonna find them. Red and gold sword are both in there.
The most powerful room in the game.
It would it would be questionably worth it to go after. If you're good at the spins, it probably wouldn't be worth the time it would take to go in there and get them. It would almost balance out. If you knew exactly that they were in there, you might go for them, but since they don't, absolutely not. It's time to go. That's why no one's
Get
gonna
up
find
that
them.
tower.
Booty is getting destroyed by these squirrels right now. There you go.
So the Master Sword with Silver Arrows, the third, fourth phase is really the worst part. Silver Arrows alleviate a lot of the pain. First 2 phases are still going to be rough, but not as bad as they could have been.
Some fairies.
Lionel's trying to take some heads here off Spooty as he tries to get through.
Just gotta get inside before it takes the death.
Well, I usually assume that the swords are in Ganon's Tower, so if Spooty's feeling uncomfortable about this, he can just look around in there, because I was right, they are in here. They just are. They're just so many chests, so much of an opportunity to put that kind of thing in here.
They're also running out of a huge time advantage right now, so it definitely wouldn't be a terrible idea if they're not super confident about Ganon.
It would pay off.
Especially knowing previous versions and not knowing with the new logic. Might as well assume that there's at least one in Ganon's Tower.
Yep. The thing is that even if you're good at it, you're still going to save time. There's no way that you can spin faster than doing a Tempered Sword on Ganon. So it pays for itself, and if you're pretty confident that it's in here somewhere, you're going to buy back most of that time. Worst case scenario is that you lose like maybe a minute. He's not doing it though, he's going straight up as well.
Problems missing the one cycle and low again.
Both players climbing.
Euros back in Mothula.
Ninja Bro needs to finish off blind in this dungeon here, and then they'll be good to go.
Spooty and Problems just knocking out the gauntlet. Not super hard.
Zero Rush using a potion and then hitting the last hit immediately.
Hello, Problem Spheres, how you doing? Nice penguins. Well, if you're here from... Oh, there's half mana. And the red
That's
tunic.
right.
He's got that purple frog. I was gonna say, if you hear from his chat, good news. It's looking pretty likely that red team is gonna take this at this point. Only a disaster for one of these two players.
Mhm.
A death right now would certainly send him way back down the tower. That's the kind of disaster that would have to happen. Like not
The
beating
biggest
Aghanim.
potential disaster's already been averted with cold stare problems. If he'd have died at cold stare, that would have sucked.
Yeah. If one of them dies to Aghanim or something, that's really the only thing left that can really buy red team the disadvantage the green team needs.
Problem's knocking out Moldorm, no problem. No problem or problem.
Zero
Elevation
Rush
check.
heading up the mountain. Jimbo
Alright.
hitting Argus. At the same time, problems against Aghanim.
Gauntlet cleared by Spooties on his way past the hardest part here. I don't see either of them dying after that's done.
Yeah,
Nice.
they should be fine.
Double hit by problems there. Off angle.
Oh yeah.
Triple hit.
Look at
That
that
does it.
lineup.
Nice work.
What a beautiful lineup.
Batter up.
That's very pretty.
He's better at that than Winnie the Pooh.
You missed out on that, Smite. Should have been there.
Oh, I know.
It was a really good game. Really, really fun and challenging. Not at all bullshit.
Well, Problems is our first one on Ganon, and other than the Master Sword, he looks good. That's really the problem here. He's got a lot of health. He's got a fairy in a bottle, blue potion,
Yeah.
at least
he'll be
one,
fine.
maybe multiple blue potions. Did they add any new text to this guy? Not this time, at least.
Apparently he's more helpful with his dialogue when you can't kill him.
There is,
Yes.
he's very specific about where to find swords and stuff, I guess, in that case. And in the case of there's goals you can put in, I'm not sure. I've never played the goals
Oh, he
mode.
just says, "Hey, you can't kill me unless you finish your goal, dingus."
Look at that Problems positioning, though. It's pretty solid.
Pretty good.
He got gotten, though.
He's got a fairy.
That's why he's playing so
Yeah.
risky.
Problem has the silver arrow, so he'll be fine.
He also has half mana and the cape if he really feels threatened here. And he's using that, yeah. I would just because I think it's faster, and if you can afford the mana, then why not? Getting 2 spins on him at once is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
You only need 12 of those. He's already on phase 3. He's already past the point where Master Sword's a burden. He still has
Yeah,
to do
he's-
spins to stun him, but it's really not a big deal.
4 arrows, even without double hits or anything. He's super far ahead right now.
Yeah.
Zero's just now starting in Ganon's tower, so it's gonna be pretty unfortunate.
It's looking like Problems is going to take this no problem here.
You find the arrows in Death Mountain? Did you?
They'd be hard to miss,
Oh.
Ganon should say. How'd you miss them, huh?
Problems missed the double torch thing, the infinite torch glitch.
Yep,
It's over.
that'll maybe slow him down a little bit. Yeah, it will, because he's got to deal with that now. A little bit of a burden. Not too bad. He needs
Race
to
is
just
ruined.
make sure you don't run out of mana, that's all. He's got him dead. That's the end of Ganon on Problems run. Waiting on Spooty Biscuit, who is now starting the fight right behind him.
GG for problems.
Problems final time is 1:24:55. Yep. First clear. Problems. It's looking really solid for red team because, again, Spooty would have to get fourth and badly. Like, not just fourth at this point, but lose tremendously while doing so, because Problems
Yes.
has gotten him quite a bit of a lead. And I don't see that happening. Spooty has less
Especially
hearts.
with Ninja Bro still in Thieves Town.
Yeah, Spooty has
Yeah.
less hearts, but he's still got all those potions. I think he has all 4 filled.
Spooty doesn't have the cape though.
That's gonna make this fight annoying. I love having the cape, but he'll be okay. Just gotta be slower on it. It's gonna be a 5-minute battle, but it will end eventually. That's the end of phase 1.
Yeah,
Spooty's
sub
stuck
130
on
time
potions.
with the first sort of graded Trinex. I'd say that's a really good time for this kind of seed.
Not bad.
Yep.
Spooty needs to watch it unless he's got fairies and stuff. I don't know if he does.
I think he picked up a fairy.
I would imagine so,
Might as
because I know
well.
he has potions and he's not using them. I can imagine why you wouldn't in this case.
Yeah, this far into the game, there's really no reason not to, unless like the race is super close, but you will have no way of knowing that. Oh no, Spooty takes a death. I think they have a fairy. Yeah, there it is.
Blind is down for Ninja Bro.
There is a game running on the side, I think through SRL, that is, it's already started, but we could in the meantime, while we're waiting for the other game to start, we could watch some of that.
Is it like in the tournament or just
Yeah.
a random SRL race? Oh,
It is in the tournament. They didn't care if I restreamed or not, so they just they had a time where they could all sync up, and it was during this one basically. So we had to.
Hmm. Yeah, probably gonna have to hop out pretty soon, so I got some stuff to take care of. So I probably won't be
Yeah, I've
around
got-
for the other one.
I've got nothing going on.
Yeah, I can do that. I might take a look at that race. We won't have another one for another 90 minutes. This one wrapped up pretty quickly. I like to give him...
Spooty's going for
Spooty,
non-arrow kills.
yeah, let's do
Really?
this silverless.
I don't know why he's. There you go.
Just
wanted to
mistiming.
get some hits in. Too used to doing that. Oh, Spooty, what are you doing?
Oh, jeez. Well, he's got the torch glitch on at least, so helps a little bit.
There you go.
A hit.
One more and Gen's done. There it is.
Red
That's
team has
gonna be
taken
Red
it.
team. GG.
Will be GG.
Both of them under 90 minutes. Nice work. 140, 141, 128.41.
She did.
GG to Spooty
It was
Biscuit.
a little rude with the Master Sword being behind Trinex.
Yeah, pretty mean.
And
And
the flippers in T-Rock.
Yeah.
as expected,
But
no
with-
one's gonna find the swords. They're probably wondering where they're at.
With teams though, it's not too bad as long as you make sure to split up.
Yes, that is the most important part.
Our team played really well. They really didn't make any errors except for a couple minor deaths.
Yep, teamwork was solid. They split up. They were making sure to check every chest.
They
did
found the
not
Titan Miss.
go
That was
in
the
faster.
biggest mistake.
Independent Mire.
from the team.
Yes, not skipping that chest and then dying to Mothula.
Hello, problems.
Even with
Hello.
Nice work.
well done.
Good game.
Thank you. I'm not particularly happy with how I played. Like Death on Mothula and
Everybody died
going
on
to
Mothula.
pot twice.
Every
Yeah.
single player died
Well,
on Mothula in
with-
this case with the fighter sword attempt. All four
Fighter
players I
sword,
think died.
Mothula. It's
I think
garbage.
Foodie's here too. Yeah, it was quite the rough start. Once we had that Master Sword after Turtle Rock, it was smooth sailing. But
Yeah, let
Yeah,
me tell you.
After Turtle Rock, it was smooth sailing. How
Let me
often do
tell
you say
you
that?
of what you didn't see was the other team dying to Mothula as well, but they skipped the chest on the way in there. And when they
Oh,
died to
no.
Mothula, yeah, they they did the thing where we're gonna
Yep.
kill the boss, and if he doesn't have it, I'll grab this chest. They died to Mothula, and then they forgot that they never looted that chest. They just bailed out,
Oh no!
and it was the
that
Titan
killed,
mitts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said fighter sword Mothula. Screw that noise. I'm just checking the chest straight away.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
didn't do that. They
Yeah.
both went in there much later than you. On the
Yeah,
way
like
back
some
in.
10 minutes later.
Oh wow, that hurts.
I think honestly, even if they had picked it up, you guys probably would have still won. You took a lot less deaths in general. Green had some issues with Mothula and Blind.
They're working on games
Yeah,
right now.
Trinex.
I had some spots where I was like, oh Jesus, the execution was like great, and then I made so many mistakes, and it really upset me.
Oh my god, like the way this scene was shaping out, you have no idea like how much I was freaking out. We were practicing the other night, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
died like 3 times to hammer Trinex,
Yeah,
and then it's the scene shaping up, and I'm like, oh my god, it's coming back again.
this is what you
But
trained for.
yeah, it actually went pretty smoothly, I think.
Zero Rush just took a death on
Oh
Ganon.
no.
Ouch.
I don't feel like
Oh,
he
I
has
agree.
any survivability. Like, you guys had all 4 bottles and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 3 of them.
Pick up any bottles?
I bought like 4 or 5 potions this run. I don't think I've ever bought that many potions, like ever since I started playing this.
Mhm.
Well, the red and
no.
gold sword were one room past where the big key was, over there in that room with the 4 chests on the left by the
Ouch.
portals.
Wow.
Both of them together in there. No one got them. Of course not.
I don't care about, as long as I have silvers, I'm not going to bother looking for a sword or anything.
Yep.
Even if I have silvers, it's fine.
Yeah, that late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, this was, kind of a spooky seed, and it's like, well, the game, did us the courtesy of handing us every bottle, so I'm just going to make sure my potions are stocked.
That'll help.
Which, I mean, having extra potion, like, it made, like, Cold Stare a lot smoother to have that extra green potion, so I could just fire out the second phase, too.
Yeah.
You feeling this new logic? How's it looking?
Are we back to the old days of all the sword upgrades are way in the back of the game? Is that what we're looking at here? Is every season going to be like this?
As soon as Turtle Rock could be done completely, I knew it was the place to go. I just instinctually knew that all that crap would be, and 2 items in there.
Yeah. The book wasn't necessary in the end, but
the Mimic Cave flippers
the
were.
flippers.
Master
yeah.
Sword.
Oh, the Master Sword. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Master Sword and Flippers.
Be looking through Ganon's tower for the Master Sword for once. I've never had to do that before.
I've had to do that before.
It sucks.
Yeah, I don't know where the other
I
swords were.
forfeited that weekly before I got that far.
There was that weekly that required like hammer, cold stare, and everything, and then all swords were in Ganon's tower.
Yes.
It was just terrible.
Given what we had left, I think there's not a lot of places the other swords could be. It's like Ganon's tower, the tablets, pedestal, that.
Yeah,
I think
Might
that's
say
it.
they were
Also-
both like.
To Misery Mire.
Oh yeah, we never touched Misery Mire. That's right.
I was thinking about going there because of the bombos, because I figured, maybe I'm the only one who has bombos, but
Green took a gamble on that too, and Misery Mire was a complete waste. There's nothing in there.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, everybody was in Eastern Palace at the same time early on.
once you had that flute, I was just like, okay, Pooty, grab the flute and fly to Death Mountain. I'm gonna close this out.
Yep.
And yeah.
Which, Darkroom Eastern was a little rough for Probs, but
Darkroom Eastern owned me.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's where you had trouble.
Got caught up in the anti-fairies, it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh no, Zero Rush almost killing Ganon gets killed again.
Aw.
The torch
Oh,
went out
jeez.
right when he spun, and he got hit instead.
Ninja Bro might actually finish beforehand.
yeah, they're
Let's cut
are
some
we looking at
clicks.
a sync to Ganon fight here?
It looks like
Might be.
Close.
Just about.
Zero Rush's 3rd attempt. He has no healing, really. He's just relying on half mana torch.
I'm so glad that Probs told me about that bug net, and I'm like, I could skip it, but I'm gonna be safe. Yeah, I'm
There's-
just needing
there's
that
enough
fairy.
here.
So
Ganon's tower that I feel it's worth going for.
And then that mini Helmosaur room with the half magic and the red mail. It was just
Yeah.
like, okay.
But I mean, For me, it's definitely like I definitely enter like a different mentality when it's when it's a tournament match or something. I'm a little more panicked, so it's like I know
Yeah,
my
same.
playing is gonna be a little less steady, so I'm gonna take a little bit of extra safety.
Yeah, same.
Well, congratulations on making it to open seeds in this thing.
Yeah,
Yep,
thank
GG,
you.
guys.
Next round is going to be open, so practice that.
Will do.
Definitely.
You'll be up against Solsky and Bentizi.
That should be a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be
It'll-
fun.
It'll be interesting to see once races start without the escape.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
What
to.
strategies people go for.
Oh, come on, Zero Rush, no.
Gee, Zero.
He should have gone and just gotten some potions at this point. He's having a lot of trouble with this.
Yeah, Zero. I think they
He's
just
only got
need more
70,
practice on
70
Ganon.
rupees.
It's this Master Sword Ganon fight. Some people haven't familiarized themselves with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely
Like the
control it,
basic,
but-
the mechanics are still kind of the same. It's just they're taking a lot of hits that they shouldn't be taking.
It makes
See,
the fight
Ganon-
last 8 times longer. You got to be ready for everything he does.
Mm-hmm.
A situation like this is where I would actually advise people to do an extreme run, extreme difficulty run. I think it's a bad mode and it has a lot of flaws, but you learn to do Vitreous with Master Sword and okay. You learn to do Ganon with Master Sword and okay. It's great practice for these sketchy fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like Ninja Bro might actually finish first here.
Yeah, it's looking like he's got it locked down here. Yep, that's it. Ninja Bro's done third.
There you go. Comes from behind for Green Team.
Still not a bad time. The seed was pretty straightforward at the start with, even though it put something in the green pendant
Yeah.
dungeon, you really didn't have anywhere else to go. Like it was Easter.
Exactly.
Everybody was there.
The
Yes,
biggest
the-
troll was like T-Rock, and that opened up pretty much immediately, so it wasn't that big of a
Yeah.
gamble.
It was like the exact right like kind of set of starting progression items where they're progression items that didn't help immediately, and just kind of funneled us to where all the big ones were. Like that flute and Eastern.
Pretty linear.
Then the Titan Mitts and Skullwoods.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a tripping point for a little
Those
while.
were pretty trolly, mainly because Skullwoods usually doesn't have anything, I feel. But that's where 2v2 makes up for that.
I'll pull Ninja Bro up. in here.
Definitely.
Hey, Ninja Bro.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Hey, Ninja Bro Stock. You guys had some
Actually,
trouble
actually, it's a friend of mine's dog.
with- How you doing? You had some trouble with
not-
the mitts. The mitts.
We had a little bit of trouble there, yeah.
That was depressing to
Even
see.
Zero Rush said like, I should have went back in and checked because I guess he was dying to Mothula,
Yeah.
and instead of checking that chest, just went elsewhere.
Yeah, and it was the Titan mitts that he missed when he did it. We saw that. That cost you some time.
It was.
Yeah,
pretty
that was
linear.
for us that was a big point of difference because I just declined Mothula. It's like the game's like, hey, fighters start Mothula. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. And I just started the test right into play.
Yeah,
Aside from that,
we ended up just having like both of us played pretty poorly. Like aside from just even like routing and like missing things like that. Like he had a bunch of deaths. I died to cold stare and go mode. Like
Well, he's finally got
Yeah,
Ganon.
yes,
He's
sir.
finally done. He died here a couple
You
times
both-
just now.
You both took a bunch of deaths on bosses, which cost
Yeah, that
you
was
bad, even without the mitts.
it was a weird seed to have to do as a team. Like even he said it was a pretty straightforward seed otherwise, but as a team it was just weird. Like with our deaths and just everything that was going on.
Straightforward seed, but I'd say by no means easy. Like just no sword upgrades
Oh.
anywhere for the entire game. That's
there
Yeah.
were no sword upgrades, and because
Yeah.
it's teams, you don't get a lot of health.
Yeah. Did you guys get level 3 or level 4 at all?
No.
Okay.
Might
Those,
Yeah.
Over it
those
is, I
were all in
think.
Ganon's tower, so nobody got them.
We did end up getting the half magic and the red mail, but
Yeah, me too. Or us
Both the
too.
sword
right?
upgrades were in the rando room. Nobody
Oh.
got them.
In the rando room, damn.
Just a little bit further than your big key. Both of them.
Just a little bit. Oh, that was a C, but good game, guys.
Yeah, good game.
Well, you guys aren't out yet. You'll be in the lower bracket here. I'm not sure who you're playing yet. Oh, yes, I am. It's Jokes Too Long and Infinity. You'll be playing those two. As soon as I can set up that room, you'll see it.
Okay, sounds good.
It's still standards for you guys until whoever wins that will be on open. Whoever loses that will be out. That's
Got
the
it.
plan. Well, thanks for playing, everybody.
All right. Yep. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for
GG,
hosting.
guys.
Yeah.
Yep. GG.
We got another match
GGs.
in an hour and 15 minutes. I'm probably going to go offline until then. Thanks for coming by, everybody. If you want to see that match, I'll see you in about an hour, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks
Yeah,
for watching,
chill, man.
everybody.